YouTube, listen, still available, listen, but better yet, the 360JEEZY X Stylecraft trimmer is out right now. Listen, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't know, it was about 10 years ago, man. I was in barber school. That was a long time, I ain't gonna lie, so it may not hit, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta think about it. In barber school, I didn't know that I would, you know what I'm saying, be connected with a brand and have my name on a trimmer or a clipper. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't fathom that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, when I was in barber school, I would have never thought that I would have my name on a clipper or a trimmer, but it's here. Stylecraft X360JEEZY trimmer. Let me show you what's inside. So when you open it up, you'll obviously see the trimmer, the 1-year warranty, the red bottom ring with a mini oil and duster, 2 red rubber side grips and a black motor cover, a mini screwdriver, a USB-C cord, a black charging dock, and last but not least, the trimmer itself. Now you guys can mix and match and create your own version of this trimmer by changing the color of the side grips, the bottom ring, and even the motor cover. And if you guys have more Stylecraft blades, these fit on those as well. All right, you guys, that's what's in the box. I did use them in this video, so you can see how it worked. They're good. If you go to my Instagram too, I got plenty of videos on there. If you want to pick these up, you could go to stylecraftus.com. Link will be in the description. I'm super excited, man. Stay tuned. Clients, if you're wondering how to book with me, I use an app called Book. Just download this app and type in 360JEEZY and you can find the latest times and dates that I have available. I set my schedule 2 weeks out, so don't think that I'm booked out all year. All right, you guys, to start off this haircut, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blow dry the hair and pick it out at the same time. What this is doing is softening the hair up so it's easier for you to pick it out without making your client uncomfortable. So you always want to make sure you comb the hair down and pick the hair out first. That way, it's a lot easier for you to fade. The fade will come out looking a lot cleaner. So my client showed me a picture of what he wanted, and it was almost like a burst taper type of burst fade look. Minimal C-cups, but he wanted that fade to be a little higher. So right now, I'm setting in my bald line, and I'm doing it in a rainbow-like shape. Now grabbing my Stylecraft X360JEEZY clippers with the lever open, and I'm going up about a ½ inch, making sure I keep that rainbow-like shape consistent. Now putting on my zero guard with the lever open, I'm going up in a flick out motion, kind of a scoop out motion, because I don't want to make a harsh guideline into that afro. So I'm just scooping out. That way the transition could kind of seamlessly run through. But I'm making sure that it's at that 1 guard length as much as possible, using my corners to make sure, you know, everything at the bottom is at that length. So now I'm gonna close the lever fully and freehand that top, just building that shape a little bit. And then I'm gonna get back to, you know, blending down. Now, to get rid of that line that separates the bulk from the blend, what I did was I combed down before I went with the 1 guard and went with the grain, right? This kind of eliminates that line between the sides and the bulk at the top. Now, just closing the lever on that one guard, I'm just gonna soften up that middle line, using my corners as much as possible. Now with the line softened up, I put on my zero guard with the lever fully closed, and in a flick out motion, I'm flicking out that middle line. Now there's two ways you can attack this bottom line. You can soften it up just like I did that middle line by setting the lever halfway, softening it up, and then setting it closed and taking it out fully. Well, what I like to do is I like to close the lever and then just adjust my lever as I go up. But if you want to stay consistent with the style and how you take out the guidelines, I would suggest for beginners to soften it up first and then take it out. So I want to tell you guys this just to be transparent. Sometimes the blend doesn't come out looking as good as you want it, but you can't just sit there and focus on, detailing and detailing and detailing so much. You have to move on. So right now, I'm just detailing. I'm using my mirror. The mirror shows you a different perspective on the blend than just seeing it head on. Also, if you don't have access to a mirror, look away, come back to the blend, but don't spend so much time in one area. Like, move on, and then later on, come back to the blend once things look complete, and then start, detailing again. But detailing is key, so don't stray away from detailing, but it gets to a point where you do have to move on for the sake of time. So like I said, I'm gonna move on from the blend and I'm gonna shape the hair, getting it down to the length that my client wants, so I can get a better understanding of what the outcome is gonna be, right? So I always start from the bottom, shape my afros to the top, because when you swing your arms down from the top, it gives a better circular motion when you do it that way. Now, as far as the back goes, it's the same exact steps. The only difference is I feel like you have a lot more room to work with, right? If you're a student or a beginner, you're gonna wanna memorize these guidelines, right? That's gonna help you out on your speed. You don't wanna have to, think about what to do next. You wanna already know. The guidelines is bald line, lever open, one open, debulk the top, come back down, soften up that middle line with the one guard closed, then take it out fully with the zero guard closed, then attack that bottom line, either soften it first or take it out and adjust the lever as you go up, and then detail. So now I'm gonna continue to shape the rest of the hair that's on top, starting from the bottom to the top. I'm also gonna use my curved shears to really detail this afro. Keep in mind that I'm not done with this taper. Like I said before, sometimes you just gotta move on, all right? I am gonna go back and detail more with this blend so I can get it looking the way I want and looking finished. So now I'm gonna prep the front line. I'm gonna spray some alcohol on a neck strip and wipe down my client's forehead just so I could get rid of all the oils, right? So I did go ahead and detail that blend. I did it off camera. But yeah, as you can see, the blend is nice and, graduate. So I'm just gonna continue to clean the skin with this alcohol, spray some hairspray on my client's hair just to lock everything in. Gonna razor line my client. I don't want to irritate his skin, but what I will do to make it pop, make that lineup pop, is I'm gonna use the Barber Magic pencil, draw on the hairline, and then spray some oil sheen on it, and then push that Barber Magic pencil with my trimmers up to the line. That way you'll still get that razor kind of, I don't know what it's called. It's like a thin razor line ash mark. You know what I'm saying? You're still gonna get that with this. So yeah. Listen, let me tell you why they call me 360. When they sit in my chair, I spin them in a full 360 and have them feeling like
I would never in my life cheat on my barber again.
YouTube, this is the cut. And if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, HustleDreamProduction, that's my brother. He does all my beats. His YouTube channel will be linked in the description below. Make sure you guys go give him a follow. Also, if you want to know where you can find any tools that you've seen in this video, links will be in the description below. Otherwise, you guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My TikTok is official360JEEZY, and my Instagram is 360JEEZY. But it's your boy 360JEEZY, and I'm out of here.